Stores, even a beauty salon scammed by fake credit cards, and now 5 people are accused in the fraud, and investigators say there could be more victims. 9 on your side's Tom McKee is live with the warnings from victims tonight. Tom.
Well, this all began right here in Green Hills at Bargains and Buyouts sometime earlier this summer. Officer Zach Clark is credited with cracking the case, but there was also a lot of good interstate and interagency police work to make this thing come to fruition with 5 arrests. The loss so far, $100,000 for 8 businesses, but the warning here is it could go much, much higher.
Mohammed Dia clearly remembers the day when a woman walked onto his lot at Moe's Used Cars in Bond Hill. She wanted to buy a 2004 Acura and wanted to pay the $4,000 price with a credit card. The bank initially turned it down.
She told me she's going to recharge the card to get money on it because you got unemployment or other stuff like that. She's trying to tell me that.
But the woman called a number on the back of the credit card and the transaction was forced through.
She kept asking me the title right away. I said, no, I will not give you the title the same day. You got to give me time for myself to process the transaction until I get the money in my account.
It wasn't until days later that the transaction was denied. Dia had been scammed.
Yes, it's a big loss for me. It's about $4,000 car they took away from me.
Investigators say the same scheme was pulled at Austin's Autos on Vine Street in Hartwell and Abrams Automotive on Reading Road in Roselawn. Green Hills Police Chief Neil Furterman says more and more cases are being reported now that arrests have been made.
I think the clerks were trying to be helpful and they were trying to be good persons, but the lesson here is be a little skeptical because there can be a lot of loss involved.
That's the lesson for clerks at One Stop Liquor in Bellevue. General Manager Whitney Frommeyer has worked it out so a manager has to approve any questionable transaction.
If you see something fishy going on, it's probably fishy. If it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, it's probably a duck.
Good advice for anybody that handles transactions with credit cards. And the bottom line would be, everybody I talk with today says, don't let a customer call the bank or the credit card company for you. Do it yourself or have an employee do it. That way you can be sure that transaction is valid. Tom McKee, Not on Your Side, live in Green Hills.
All right, Tom.